never drinking again. It's no big loss. I'm never drinking again with Aidan Parents and Dan Ross.
Hello and welcome to the Never Drinking Again podcast with me, Dan Ross.
And me, Asian Parents.
So the Never Drinking Again podcast is normally a podcast where me and Aidan get on a guest, normally a local comedian, and we talk to them about their ideal dream night out. Unfortunately, obviously, we're in lockdown and we are very good boys observing the stay indoors rules. So we're not meeting up with people, we're just chatting to each other on Skype. So we're going to do a sort of bit of a different episode this week. We're going to be talking about football.
Yeah, football.
Because we are big lads.
The biggest.
The biggest of lads. So Aidan, what? I'm pretending I don't know for the purpose of like dramatic effect. What football team do you support, Aidan?
I support Aston Villa. You went extremely brummy when you said that sentence.
Yeah, I thought I was trying to sound all like posh and dramatic.
Oh, you did not. Yeah, I support Villa. And what team do you support, Dan?
Well, I support the pride of the Midlands, Warsaw.
Yeah, okay.
What? That's our...
I don't know how to react to that because I know that for a fact.
Yeah, it was like, whoa, what a surprise, something I've known for 2 years. Yeah, we are the pride of the Midlands, despite being the lowest ranked professional football team in the West Midlands. We're very good. League Two.
Yeah, you're doing all right this season, weren't you?
Middling, I would say. Middling.
So it's like if the season gets voided, it's not affecting.
Yeah, it's absolutely no bother to me whatsoever. As a Warsaw fan, so I did that 23andMe genetic thing, and I found out as well as being 0.7% Spanish, I am also mostly genetically Mancunian. So that also makes me allowed to support Manchester United. Who I would be upset if. Well, I don't know. With Man U, it's one of those where they were in really good form just before, obviously, the break happened. But whether they'd actually make the Champions League, it's kind of the Schrodinger's cat of football, where
no, they weren't.
They could not make the Champions League, but
they weren't going to make it.
Do you not think?
I did not think.
I thought they were going to make top 4.
Also, this is a great thing about Skype. Doing it on Skype, I can Google things because in my head I knew were terrible, so I'm just Googling how they were doing.
They were like unbeaten. They won. They lost to Liverpool and then went like unbeaten in 11.
Okay.
At least that's my memory of it. It's been so long, Aidan, since proper football. I watched an old Barcelona versus Espanyol game last night because I was so missing.
They've been showing Italia 90 on BBC.
Oh, really?
Which obviously I've never seen any of Italia 90 apart from like, a few highlights.
Yeah.
Yes, I've been enjoying that.
I was born in 1991, Aidan. I've not seen Italia 90 either.
Yeah, no, but like I vaguely know a bit about it and seen a couple of things. But
yeah. It was our best performance until 2018.
So in the Premier League form guide, Man U are 4th.
Yeah, which is a Champions League spot.
Yeah, but Burnley are 3rd.
Yeah, Burnley have been killing it. Burnley are one of the could potentially get into Europe again. And obviously,
they weren't unbeaten in 11 because
unbeaten in 11 in all competitions.
Well, no, because 5 games ago they lost 2-0 to Burnley.
Yeah. But I'm sure. I think there's been 2 Europa League games as well since then. Maybe a league. Yeah, but anyway, so we're gonna be talking about football in this episode.
The most pressing issue is how do we finish the season?
How do we finish the season? It's the most pressing issue in football at the moment, and obviously the best people to talk about this issue are me and Aidan.
Yes.
Aidan, do you have any ideas?
You're gonna want because I've got my real thought is that We either pretend the season never happened or we play out the rest of the games. I don't want to see it finished without 38 games played.
Oh no, they can't do that. They can't just say what the table is now is how the table is. Obviously, it's easy. Like Liverpool have won the league.
Well, if they do just cancel the season, they could have a vote between the clubs of do they give Liverpool the title.
If everyone would say no because everyone hates Liverpool.
Yeah, they would, but at least it's kind of a bit fair because they were going to win it. I know they hadn't actually won it, but
it's one of those tough
they
ones.
were going to win it.
Mathematically, they hadn't won it.
Yeah, they hadn't.
So you can't really give it them. Everyone knows they were going to win it.
They were.
I think they were basically one game away from winning it, weren't they?
I think it was 2 wins they needed, like 5 points or something.
Well, aren't they 25 points clear with 9 games left?
I don't know. We should have looked some of this
up
before.
I'm fairly sure they're 25 points clear. Yeah, they're 25 points clear. Oh, City have got 10 games.
Okay.
So 2 wins, essentially.
Yeah, so they could theoretically get 30 points. So yeah, 6 points needed.
Yeah. 6. Yeah, 2. Yeah. It's so 2 wins in 9 games for a team that's won 27 of 29 is fairly likely to happen. But but it's more for like the Champions League issue, Europa League.
Because Villa are in the bottom of 3, but like we've got a game in hand.
Yeah.
So if we won that game, we'd be out the bottom 3.
Yeah, but that's not going to happen, is it?
We've won some games.
You've won 7. You've won a quarter of your games in the Premier League so far this season.
Yeah. Well, if you do it if they averaged out points per game to work out to match games in hand, make that fairer, Villa would be out the relegation zone.
Yeah, but then they're not going to do that.
No, they're not going to. But if that would be a way to make things fairer with the games in hand.
Yeah. I think they either have to cancel it right off the season or find a way of finishing it.
Yeah. I'm not against just postponing next season and just finishing.
Yeah, I think everyone wants this season to be finished because it's 29 games have been played. If it was like under 19 games, I'd be like, fair enough.
Yeah.
29 games, it's so close.
It does make things difficult with sort of contracts ending and transfer season and stuff like that.
The big thing for the Premier League is obviously Sky. Like Sky and Big got a contract to broadcast these games, but they've spent hundreds of millions on it, so it's a tough one. But I have a sensible idea and a silly idea. Which would you like to hear?
Let's go silly.
Let's go silly. Okay, so my silly idea. So, as you know, and as some listeners may know, I'm a big fan of professional wrestling, the WWE and etc. Who, in America, they've been classed as an essential business.
Yeah, they did WrestleMania, didn't they? It was like no audience or something.
Yeah, it was bizarre. And they've carried on doing like their weekly show because they've been classed as an essential business, which I find amazing. So, taking inspiration from the WWE, I would do a Royal Rumble. Do you know what the Royal Rumble is?
I'm vaguely aware. It's like a bunch of people pretend to fight each other.
Yes, but the rules within the narrative of wrestling is so you have someone enter the ring every 30 seconds. I was just waiting for you to make a joke about entering the ring.
Oh no, that completely slipped me by.
I thought that I was so wait. Normally, I can't say anything without you mentioning my mom or like some kind of deviant sexual behaviour. But yeah, so
no, that is. Let's not paint me as some smutty comic here.
You're the smuttiest comic I know. So someone would go in every 30 seconds, and the order you enter would be the order you're in the league at the moment. So a Norwich player would go in first, then an Aston Villa player, then a Bournemouth player, with obviously Liverpool coming in last. And you have to throw your opponent over the top rope in order for them to be eliminated. And so the order of elimination would then be the order you finish in the league. We could do this all at St George's Park, the National Training Centre. and you'd only need one player. Each team can nominate a player to send, so you're only sending 20 people. So it's not that much worries about groups coming together. And then, the order you eliminated is the order you would finish in the league. So, what player would you want representing Aston Villa instead?
It's got to be Mings, hasn't it?
Yeah, I was thinking
Big and strong.
He's 6'5", isn't
he? I don't know his exact height, but he is big.
He is a big man. Yeah, it'd be difficult. Imagine if you ended, because that formula, you could finish like third.
Yeah, Mings just throws everyone.
Yeah, and like the Liverpool guy comes in, they'd probably send Van Dijk.
Yeah,
and everyone
or Alisson.
Yeah, everyone just gangs up and throws him out the rings. The Liverpool finished 11th. Like, we were top by miles. Oh well, we decided on a Royal Rumble. Unlucky. My sensible suggestion is just to play everything behind closed doors at neutral venues where everyone can sort of get together and do it quite quickly.
But obviously, the issue with that is, a number of footballers have contracted the virus, so
that's true.
You can't really have even the footballers. You still, 22 plus managers and subs and coaches and stuff.
Yeah,
it's still quite a few people.
Yeah, I heard that, and also the issue as well is when I've heard lots of people talking about what they would do, they've only really thought about the Premier League.
Yeah.
And obviously, there's so much more.
Promotions and stuff in the Championship as such.
Yeah.
Like Leeds were top, I think. And obviously, any club in the Championship, they spend loads of money to basically gamble on getting in the Prem.
Yeah. And then because the money you get from getting in the Premier League is ridiculoso. And even like League One teams getting in, and League Two teams getting promotion, it's such a big. That can be hiring or firing someone, who works in the back room. So it's.
And then you go down to non-league, like getting from non-league into the Football League is huge.
Yeah, well, non-league's been called off, I think.
All of it. I know some of the lower leagues have, but I didn't know if like the Conference Premier League or whatever they're calling it now.
Vanarama. The Vanarama National League.
I can't remember what it's called. They change it all the time, but whatever the top non-league one, I didn't know if they'd called that yet.
I'm fairly sure. Yeah, I think that's still going on. Oh no, it's suspended. It's suspended indefinitely.
Right, so same
similar,
situation.
Yeah. But it also obviously goes without saying that in light of the corona pandemic, football isn't the most important thing. But it has been shit without football.
It is. I don't know what to look at or do.
The first Saturday of not working because the pub's been locked down, it got to like 3 o'clock and I got really excited, and then I was like, oh wait, no. I can't. There's no football to watch.
Have you been putting any bets on the
Belarusian Premier League? No, I have not. Did you see one of the clubs to raise money for like local hospitals? They sold tickets to the game because obviously they're playing every game behind closed doors.
Yeah.
And then printed off cardboard cutouts of the people who bought the tickets. Which I thought was quite nice. See, I like that thinking outside of the box kind of novel ideas.
Yeah.
Which is why we should do a Royal Rumble to decide the Premier League season.
If they did a Royal, obviously the Royal Rumble wouldn't be wrestling format. It would be real.
Yeah, proper scrap. Yeah.
There are careers being ended there.
Oh yeah, 100%. Like, if you think about in wrestling, in the fake, I don't want to call it fake, but in that context, it's very easy to like chuck someone over a top rope.
Yeah, if their plan is to be chucked over the top rope, it's quite easy to.
How fucking hard that would be in real life. You'd have to knock someone out and then team up with someone else basically to like lob them over. And that's a few concussions and shattered ankles right now.
But it would be funny because everyone would gang up on Liverpool, and if
straight away,
the last one entering the ring, just like Van Dijk comes in and everyone just charges him.
So, the new Championship team, Liverpool, How has this happened? We were 25 points clear. Well, now you're in the championship, lads. Shut up.
We could have I think dodgeball is quite a good way to solve it.
Dodgeball, yeah. Dodge, dip, duck, dive, and dodge.
I think dodgeball should be involved more in disputes.
Yeah, it'd be a good way of extra time.
It's a shame that dodgeball isn't. Yeah, it's not a wider available way of settling things. I think small claims courts would be.
Yeah.
Oh, we just don't need elections ever again.
Well, do you want to form a dictatorship, Aidan?
A dictatorship based on dodgeball.
Oh, everyone in the country.
So basically, who's the best at dodgeball? They're the prime minister.
It'd be like Eddie Hall or someone like that. Britain's strongest man. He'd be a good dictator. I'd welcome that.
Yeah.
I think we've solved democracy there, because everyone always says, democracy is terrible, but it's the best thing we have.
Yes.
But we do have dodgeball. So what plan are we putting in place? We need to decide. This is big talk. People will be listening, saying, "How are Rain and Dan solving the football crisis?" What are we saying? Royal Rumble or dodgeball?
I think I'd stick with Royal Rumble.
Yeah. So we're having a Royal Rumble. I'll write my letter to the FA. I'll send that off, and look forward to the Premier League Royal Rumble coming to a TV near you very soon.
I do wonder, would they send the player they think is most likely to win, or the player they think could win, but they don't care about getting injured?
Yeah, that's very. You want someone massive.
For example, would Liverpool want Van Dijk potentially ending his career?
No, so they could send Origi.
Matip.
Have they still got Lovren?
It's a big loss. But have they still got who?
Dejan Lovren.
I think they might do.
No, because they still do. Yeah, they'd be sending Lovren. 6'2", massive, looks hard, and if he gets injured, they don't care at all.
Yeah.
A man you could send Pogba.
Yep.
Fuck him.
Just send him to get battered.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd love to watch Graham Souness commentating on getting the shit kicked out of him.
It's like, this is what you deserve. Graham would run in with a steel chair. Oh my God, it's Graham Souness. Stop the damn match. That's my JR impression for any other Attitude Era wrestling fans out there. But with that being said, with football,
that's such a niche impression.
I don't think that is niche. Like, everyone back in the day grew up watching wrestling, and JR was the commentator. And also, he's very often memed. So, kids love the memes.
Yeah, but I don't know who JR is.
You don't? Oh.
There was a JR in Dallas.
Yeah, not that JR. JR, good old Jim Ross. From Oklahoma.
You could keep telling me about JR. I'm not going to know who he is.
You never heard, stop the damn match. Oh my God, it's broken in half. These things don't ring a bell.
No.
Oh, well,
I think stop the damn match you might have said before, but it would only be from you.
Yeah. I only know this reference because of you constantly saying it. That's fair. I think I need to recover from that bombshell, and then we will come back with some more footy chat with the lads.
Oi, oi, oi.
I'm never drinking again. It's no big loss.
Welcome back to the Never Drinking Again podcast. Now, many people have claimed before that we plagiarised the idea for our podcast from the Off Menu podcast with Ed Gamble and James.
It's only you who says that we've done this. No one else thinks this.
But we're also going to steal another idea now. So Match of the Day have been doing podcasts. Gary Lineker and Ian Wright, 3 legendary strikers, picking their top 10 Premier League managers, goal scorers, captain, etc. And so now we're going to have 2 more legendary strikers, me and Aidan, picking our combined top 10 Premier League footballers. these aren't necessarily who we think are the best Premier League footballers, just who we like, who we think is nice.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're going to be decent, but not necessarily the.
I think mine are going to be more comical. But
Okay.
so, do you want to start, or
I
shall
do
we
not
each
want to
list
start
off
because
our-
I'm still trying to remember any footballer. Because as soon as you have to try and name things, everything goes out my head. So why don't you start, Dan?
Okay, I'll start. So, this is in no particular order. I'm just going to name 5 Premier League footballers that I like. The first one I'm going to mention is Ali Dyer. Are you familiar?
Ah, yes.
Yeah, are you familiar with Ali Dyer? So this is. I mean, again, it's Graham Souness related. This week is called this the Graham Souness Show. So Ali Dyer, just to give you a brief overview of him. This is from his Wikipedia page. So he's a Senegalese former professional footballer who played as a striker. And this is his big story. In November 1996, Dyer convinced Graham Souness, then Southampton manager, that he was the cousin of FIFA World Player of the Year and Ballon d'Or winner George Weah, which led to him signing a 1-month contract with Southampton days
Is he
later.
still the president of Libya or wherever it was?
It was Liberia.
Liberia.
He is the incumbent president of Liberia, George Weah, yes. And he's also a Premier League footballer. He briefly played for Chelsea. So I'll put him in there as
Did he
well.
play for Arsenal? Or
Chelsea and Man City.
oh, I think he played under Wenger, but somewhere at Marseille or something.
Okay. So yeah, I'll have Ali Dyer and George Weah on the list. But yeah, George Weah played 1 match for Southampton. He came on as a substitute. But then they realised he was not at all a professional footballer and released him 14 days into his contract. I just love that.
If you've seen him play, he did almost score.
Yeah, he actually looked all right. But
He looked bad, but I've seen worse players
yeah.
in the Premier League.
And
Also, I've just looked up George Weah to work out what I was thinking of, and his first ever club, Bong Range United, which is just a wonderful name.
Bong Raid. Oh, I thought you said Bong Raid, which would have been either. Bong Raid is he went to DeVry University. That's quite a good uni in the US. You don't think of footballers, going off and getting good degrees, but there's a few.
He became president
of Liberia. Well, I mean that's why he's made my list of 5. But yeah, if you've never seen Ali Dyer's appearance for Southampton, that is definitely something to look up on YouTube. He played non-league. He played for Blythe Spartans and Gateshead, which are both teams in the northeast. I think not saying that the people of the northeast are easily conned, but there does seem to be a theme there in Ali Dyer's career. Yeah, so Ali Dyer, George Weah, the president of Liberia, because he went to DeVry University, brought up another name for me. I'm going to say Juan Mata. He's got a degree in, I think it's engineering. But
Why are all your
kind of
people who've been to?
Well, I quite like the idea of a player having a degree. It's because you look at all the English footballers, and I don't think they finished primary school.
Isn't Frank Lampard really intelligent?
Yeah, Frank Lampard got an A star in GCSE Latin, which is as far as impressive GCSEs go. That's much better than my A star in citizenship.
Oh, I'm a citizen. Well done. Here's an A star.
Did you have to do citizenship?
I think everyone did, yeah.
Okay, yeah. I think we were my year.
I don't think we did a qualification in it. I think you could do it, but you had to take the lesson. You didn't have to do the qualification.
Oh, we had to, because I think it just brought in when I started doing GCSE. I think it was very much a Blair thing.
Hello, Dan here from the editing booth. During this part of the podcast, it got very glitchy on Skype, and we couldn't really hear what each other was saying. So a little break here, and then we'll be back in it to hear the rest of our big footy chat. Yes, lads.
Juan Mata also set up his charity where he gives 1% of his wage to charitable causes, and he's the Common Goal. That's what it's called, the Common Goal. And lots of other players and clubs have signed up for this. So yeah, lovely man is Juan Mata. So he'll make our top 10. My fourth choice is going to be Troy Deeney. Basically because he played for Walsall. So I was just if I was being honest, I would have just said like Troy Deeney, Scott Dan, Jimmy Walker.
Did Scott Dan play for Walsall?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, we made him good. So yeah, I'll just mention any of the Walsall players that currently or have gone on to play in the Premier League. But the star one is obviously our Troy. And I really like him because he seems like any bloke you would meet down the pub round here. If you listen to him in interviews, like when he said Arsenal have no balls, like that's just so. You're not meant to say that, Troy. But I could just imagine walking into a pub in Chelmsley Wood, which is where he's from, and like someone's going, "Bloody Arsenal got no balls after that." And you're like, "Yes."
But for me, Troy Deeney, I'm on the fence because I do often have him in fantasy football, and he does very well.
Yeah.
But he always scores against Villa, so
he's a massive blue nose.
He is.
And he likes scoring against Villa.
It's like 6 in the last 4 games against us or something.
Yeah. He always gives it the big one when he scores against you as well.
He does. It was fun earlier this season when he gave it the big one and then Villa won the game in the last minute.
Yeah. I mean, that will learn him. Probably not, though. But he said, because obviously he's a big Birmingham City fan, he said he couldn't play for Birmingham City because he couldn't deal with the pressure. Oh, you're Premier League footballer, mid-table championship, piss easy, mate. Well, obviously it's a bit different. Playing for this team you support, and then
he's no Jack Grealish. Then it's.
Oh yeah, he's not quite Jack Grealish because he's done stuff. He's never. I don't think he's broken the lockdown rules yet. So yeah, he's no Jack Grealish.
Not that we know of.
Not that we know of. Yeah, we just know that Grealish has.
Yeah.
Because he drove into a load of cars, pissed. The fucking idiot. Have you heard about what Kyle? Speaking of players breaking lockdown,
Kyle Walker.
Yeah.
Next party. Legend.
And then the day later, he's like, guys, everyone needs to stay indoors. He had strippers and blow. You silly Billy. And then my fifth pick is going to be one of my sort of biggest man crushes, Scott Parker.
Oh, that is not who I was expecting.
Who are you expecting?
Like someone like Beckham or Ronaldo or something.
Yeah, but Scott Parker, he's got the slight Beckham look about him, but he's like the good sort of hard tackling.
Just down to earth, not.
Yeah.
Probably humble.
Probably humble. Yeah, but he was voted England's best player 1 year.
Well, he was touted to be like the next captain or something. I think he was announced as next captain.
He has captained England.
Yeah.
And obviously, like he was PFA Player of the Year once as well. But yeah, just the hard tackling, good centre mid, very much who I would mould myself on as a footballer. And yeah, I don't think he gets enough recognition for what I get. Obviously, he came up during the Lampard Gerrard.
I mean, he was good at the lower clubs. The bottom half
Spurs as well, but yeah, obviously Chelsea didn't work out. He was good for the lower clubs like England. He was good. But, yeah.
I don't know. He never properly made it for England.
He was England Player of the Year.
Was he?
Yeah.
They don't play that many games.
It's one of those awards that I didn't realise was an award, and then I heard Scott Parker got it, and I was like, that's a very important award. And now he's managing Fulham, obviously. Yeah, he was England Player of the Year in 2011. A year where no major competition took place.
Right, okay.
And he was PFA Young Player of the Year.
Okay, 2011, second Joe Hart, third Ashley Young. Right. The year before, 2010, third was Adam Johnson.
Oh, wow. He's one of, obviously, your favourite players. And he got Football Writers Player of the Year in 2011 as well. So he's a quality player.
He did have. I do remember. It must have been 2011. I remember he had one season where it was very good.
It was the season West Ham went down, and basically West Ham's team was Scott Parker. They might as well have been playing like 11 versus Scott Parker because that's what West Ham were that season. But yeah, he was unlucky to come up with Gerrard and Lampard, and There's a lot of hype around we have to play Gerrard and Lampard, but
Yeah. Well, you also had Michael Carrick in around that time. And
yeah,
he's
and
very good
Hargreaves as well.
too. I'm a big fan of Carrick.
I think we'd have done much better, England, if we'd have used Hargreaves, Carrick, Parker a bit more.
Micah Richards has once come second in England Player of the Year.
Wow.
It's obviously not a prestigious award.
A footballer who retired at 30, so very similar to Eric Cantona there. And in many other ways, Micah Richards is very similar to Eric Cantona. So that's my 5. So just to recap, my 5 is Ali Dyer, George Weah, Juan Mata, Troy Deeney, and Scott Parker. Who is going to be the first of your 5, Aidan?
First of my 5, and I think he's got to be in the mix. There is Alan St. Maximin.
Oh, from Newcastle.
From Newcastle.
Very nice.
It's just joy to watch, because it's absolute shithouse football until it gets to him, and it's a million step overs and then out for a throw in probably.
Yeah, it's very much Steve Bruce's adaptation of Rafa Benitez, which is like solid, very organised defending, which was Benitez's hallmarking, shithousery, which Bruce has brought in, and then give it Alan.
Yeah. It's just very fun, and I like his hair.
He does look good hair. He's also quite good on Twitter, I think. Like a lot of like Newcastle fans tweet him saying like, "We love you, Alan," and he replies like "up the tune" or stuff like that. Which I think is quite nice.
Well, I think it's quite amusing as well. Like somebody was saying, "Oh, people say I look like St. Maximin," and it was like, "Oh, I can't tell which one's me," and it was like some fat white kid.
He's also he played for Lyon. I don't know if he's from Lyon, but that is a very nice city for anyone looking for.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, he didn't play for Lyon. I'm talking shit. He played for Nice.
Is Nice a nice city?
Yeah, Nice is like near Cannes.
Nice is nice. Okay.
I've not been, but it's the Riviera, isn't it? Their ground is called the Allianz Riviera, so it's famously very nice around there.
Okay.
So Alan San Maximan, who's joining him in this illustrious group?
I mean, just because he's probably one of my favourite players I've ever watched on TV or live when playing for Villa was Martin Larsson.
Oh yeah, beardy man.
No. You think of Melberg?
Oh yeah, I am. Sorry.
Yeah, I was Melberg as the
Scandinavian Villa defenders all sort of merge into one.
Yes. Martin Larsson, very handsome man, and I just loved him. And it was part of my favourite ever game I went to, where Villa beat Ajax 2-1, and Barry and Larsson scored, who were my 2 favourite players at the time.
Why were you playing Ajax pre-season?
UEFA Cup.
Oh,
because Villa used to be all right.
Not anymore, then. Not.
Yeah, I think it was first or second season in Europe.
Huh?
Well, not ever, but like in my in recent times.
I don't really remember Villa being in Europe. Obviously, you were, because you were there, and why would you lie?
We went out 2 years in a row to Rapid Vienna, which is very annoying.
Vienna again, another very
because the first time was a shock, and then the second time they came in giving it the big and being like the nightmares returned and stuff, and then they did it again.
Good old Rapid Vienna. That's made me like Rapid Vienna.
The fans were shithouses, but
I'm going to become a Rapid Vienna ultra.
I believe Andreas Weimann used to play for them, or was in the youth team or something.
I'm just remembering. Can I think back to my Rapid Vienna supporting? He was in the Rapid Vienna youth team before signing for Aston Villa.
Yeah,
he's from Vienna.
Yes,
he's 6'2" and a month older than me.
He's 6'2".
Yeah,
Weimann.
Wow. Yeah,
I guess I've only ever seen him stood next to Benteke.
Yeah, which is gonna make anyone look little.
Yeah, never. Well, I found out El Mohammadi is like 6'2" as well.
Really?
Yeah, he's massive. Third. Have I said? I've said 2.
So yeah, you've had Alan St. Maximin and Martin Larsson.
I think because he was the first ever player that I loved on FIFA.
Okay.
I signed him for every club I ever went to on manager mode, and that is Clark Carlisle.
Clark Carlisle, is it the cleverest footballer.
I believe he is the cleverest footballer, or he was once voted Britain's cleverest footballer or something.
Britain's cleverest footballer. I was trying to think what he was. Has he played in the Premier League?
He played there for Burnley.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, good old Clark. He's
Yeah.
president of the
I
players.
don't know why. On FIFA 11 or 12 or something, he was just the greatest defender in the world.
6'3" from Preston. That is a good defense. Those are good defensive attributes.
Yeah, and also he fits in your category of smart footballers.
Yeah, he was on Countdown.
Yes. I know he's been on Catster's Countdown. I think he's done regular Countdown as well.
Yeah, he's been on the proper Countdown, not even like Celebrity
I
Countdown.
remember they made the joke that being Britain's cleverest footballer is like being Britain's most sexually active stamp collector.
Oh, he got 10 A grades at GCSE.
Oh, so did I.
I didn't. And he did maths and politics at A level.
Oh, I did half of that.
I did politics.
Politics. I don't think politics was an option for us.
You must have gone to a good school.
Why is it that politics is an option at shit schools? Why is that your theory?
Well, it's not really a... Well, this is what my brother... Because my brother went to different schools. He went to a grammar school, which I did not get into, and so I went to a comp. And he basically says, because I did politics A level, he's like, that's not a proper A level. He was like, basically, if you couldn't do it at my school, it's not a proper A level.
It's more of a proper A level than like PE.
Yeah, politics is important. We need to know politics, otherwise, if people aren't educated,
this happens.
Yeah. If people aren't educated about politics, anyone could get in, like some kind of like reality TV star from a couple of years ago, or some like blonde-haired lunatic. But obviously, we wish Boris a speedy recovery.
He's recovered now, isn't he?
Yeah, but I think you'd still be feeling a bit down in the dumps and under the weather, wouldn't you?
I don't know.
And he'll be listening, so we want him to feel well.
Yeah,
as well.
Announce. Thanks for the support for Never Drinking Again podcast.
Yeah, that's going to be the announcement on Thursday. Just want to say, never drinking again, guys.
And I'll tell you what, you two, you can go to the pub.
Yeah. You'll have to serve each other. We'll have to take turns being a farmer and a customer. But we pretty much do that anyway.
Yeah, because we work 10 doors away from each other. So you'll come to my place, or I'll come to your place.
Yeah, it's just perfect. But we couldn't be trusted. We'd start letting other people in.
I don't really like a lot of other people. So
that is true.
But listen, I keep bumping into customers and regulars at the moment.
Yeah.
Outside my house, and it's very annoying because half the pub knows where I live.
Why are they all just gathering outside your house?
It's just every time I come home from the park or the shop or something, there's another regular outside.
Just sunbathing in the park, Hayden. Are you one of these people?
No, I've been going for runs because I'm getting healthy.
That's very impressive. Shall I?
I might name myself as like number 4.
You've never played in the Premier League. You had that good spell in the Dutch Eredivisie, Aidan, but you played in the Premier League. My steps on my phone has taken a drastic turn for the worse. So you've gone
up.
Oh, I've massively gone down. So here are the averages. So January this year, I averaged 9,286 steps a day. February, I averaged 11,869 steps a day. March, bit of a dip here, 7,704 steps a day. And then in April, I've averaged 603 steps a day.
Because your job, you actually move around quite a bit. It's quite a big place.
Yeah.
And you're not allowed to sit down.
Yeah.
My job, I sit down all the time. I'm now more active than ever.
See, I've taken a sharp dive in active. When I go back to work, I'm going to be like, fuck.
I'm going to the park that every day.
Well, bully for you. Well done. I wish there could be more global pandemics so you get really in shape.
I do. This is like the best time of my life. if like at the start of the year they went, do you want to take some time off work? We'll pay you 80% for it. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Well, we're having a great time. Sorry to everyone who's suffering, but Aiden's been loving it.
I am.
So yeah, all these people moaning about this. Aiden's having a good time, so shut up. Who's your fourth footballer?
Fourth. It's got to be Drogba.
Yeah.
I think he's probably my favourite. Definitely my favourite striker. Possibly my favourite Premier League footballer.
He's a good mix because he's a really good footballer, but also a bit of a shithouse.
Yeah. I like a strong striker.
He's also, because obviously he played under Jose at Chelsea. I think if Mourinho got to build his perfect striker, he would build Drogba.
Yeah, he's perfect. And just like the big games he played in, it was incredible.
Yeah.
And I feel like he, under different management, he might have even scored more, because people always talk about his goals and goals per game, but that's because he'd score 1 or 2 and they'd go 10 at the back.
Yeah, they just wanted to win 1-0. Yeah.
Yeah. Whereas if he played under a more attacking manager, he might have a more competitive goal ratio.
Yeah, definitely. He's also responsible for one of my favourite moments in football, which is when Barca knocked them out of the Champions League, and then he just starts screaming at this camera. It's a fucking race. When that happened, I was so happy because I like at the time. My brother was living in Barcelona, so I went over there quite a lot. I really liked the team; they're really good as well.
I'm definitely as a foreign team, I'd probably pick Barcelona over Real or anything.
Well, that's because we're big lefty liberals, and they're the oppressed Catalan team rather than the Kings Real Madrid. But
I don't really care about that. It's more just
I just like the King.
There was that period under Guardiola where they were in. It was like incredible.
That's this period, and Drogba just going, "It's a fucking disgrace." It was just amazing.
I mean, it's almost cheating to have Messi.
Yeah, Messi, Iniesta, Xavi, and then getting Henry as well. Yeah. Like, stop being too good. Share the wealth. We'll also have to play people we get on loan from Barnsley up top. Like, it's fair. Give us Messi.
And they were all academy graduates, weren't they?
A lot. Well, Iniesta was, Xavi was, Messi was,
Busquets
was, PK. He went to Man U for a bit, but he came through the academy. Valdez. They've done very well there. It's kind of waned a bit.
I really like David Villa, weirdly.
Oh yeah, I love Villa. He just like a quality forward.
Yeah.
Like when he was at Barca as well, and he was playing left wing, he used to like cut inside. That was so cool. Good old Dave Villa. He should have played for you.
He should have.
Dave Villa.
I feel like once there was like a rumour that he was coming when he was like 34.
I think that was purely based on name.
Yeah, possibly.
Like
There's probably a mistranslated email somewhere.
Yeah. Walsall have got a player at the moment called Sadler, and it's 100% because our nickname is the Sadlers. We're like, he's Sadler, we're Sadlers, let's sign him. So yeah, you could have got David Villa by that same mindset.
Well, when I was a child, I thought that was why Arsene Wenger was at Arsenal.
Yeah, I remember thinking that as a child. I thought he was like born there. So who's going to round off your top 5?
Apparently, when he was 30, he was linked to coming to Villa
after Barca.
No, he was in his second season there.
Oh, so he's going to leave Barca and come to Villa?
Apparently.
Yeah, leave Barcelona, one of the nicest cities in the world, to come to Aston.
Well, Adama Traore did it and then moved to Wolverhampton.
Yeah.
He probably didn't move. I imagine he kept his house.
Well, he moved to Middlesbrough first.
Yes, yeah, of course. And this was in 2011. This was after the
he was still quite good at that point. Yeah.
Well, okay, I think that was just after O'Neill left.
Because he left because you weren't buying anyone, didn't they?
Yeah.
And they were like, fuck you, I'll buy David Villa.
Well, we did. He left because we weren't buying anyone, and then 5 months later, we broke our transfer record on Darren Bent.
Wow. Good decision there.
It was great for 2 seasons.
Yeah, I suppose.
But I think it was partly he just lost a bit of interest after we bought Benteke.
Yeah.
I think it was supposed to be they were going to play together, or Benteke was going to learn from him, and then Benteke decided to be the best striker for 2 seasons.
People forget how good he was.
It was like, because I follow a few Villa things on Twitter and Instagram, and every so often they post Benteke things. It's like he was ridiculous.
Yeah, he was unplayable when he played for you. I once saw Darren Bent at Dublin Airport, and then we were sat behind him on the plane, and my brother's mate just kept shouting Christian Benteke because it was like a big thing in the press at the time that like Darren Bent was upset that Benteke had taken his spot. So he was just going, Christian Benteke. And Darren Bent was not amused, but he didn't do anything.
That's it. It's like, if footballers weren't as much in the public eye as they are, he would have just turned around and punched your brother.
It was my brother's friend.
Hey, your brother's friend.
Yeah.
And I think he would be well within his rights to turn around and just punch him.
Yeah, I mean, if someone just came up and shouted the person who's basically taking your job off of you at you, you wouldn't be happy. So yeah, let's complete this list. Who's your final pick?
Final pick for the pure shithousery that he brought to the league. It's got to be Marouane Fellaini.
Oh yes, big Marouane.
It's elbowing people and scoring an inexplicable amount of last-minute goals.
I can't believe I didn't say him. I bloody love Marouane Fellaini. It's we've got a little figure of Marouane Fellaini on our bookcase in my house. It's funny because my mum buys all these like little cute, nice knickknacks, and we've got like Marouane Fellaini, a little angry fox, Japanese fox from an anime that my brother likes because he's pretty cool, and then like a beer can and a teddy bear with a Warsaw shirt on. Just ruining my mum's knickknacks with our paraphernalia. Marouane's amazing.
He's one that under Manu under Mourinho. It's every time I saw Fellaini warming up, I'd be like, okay, I'm gonna have to watch the end of this game.
Yeah, he was perfect when they were losing.
Yeah,
I remember when they were winning, never bring Marouane.
No.
There was one game, I think it was against Everton, when Man U were 1-0 up, brought on Fellaini in like the 84th minute and lost 2-1. Largely because of his doing.
I think he wasn't good apart from when he just wanted to be. He just randomly decided, I'm going to go score the winner. He
was an unpredictable nuisance.
Yeah.
Which is what the last performance report I had at work said. But, yeah, I love him. Big elbows, rangy, terrible. I went to see Everton Arsenal once at the Goodison, and I was just so surprised by Fellaini's first touch. It was just cannon off him. Then he scored. Shouldn't be a professional footballer, but is also an elite international Premier League footballer.
Yeah.
So we've got the task now of compiling these 10.
Okay, have you written them down? Because I can't even remember the ones I've said.
I'm very, I'm very, very organised. So number 10. So I'll just recount the 10 that we've got for you. So we've got Ali Dyer, George Weah, Scott Parker, Troy Deeney, Juan Mata, Alan Saint-Maximin, Martin Larsson, Clark Carlisle, Didier Drogba, Marouane Fellaini.
I think number 10, Clark Carlisle.
Oh, I'd put Clark Carlisle higher.
Okay. It was him or Mata I would put at the bottom.
Oh no, because they've both done a lot of good outside the game. I was thinking Martin Larsson or George Weah as number 10.
George Weah, yeah.
George Weah. You're president of Liberia. That's not good enough for us.
Yeah, you're like, Clark Carlisle's done loads of good things.
Well, I don't know what George Weah's political stance is. He just because he's the president doesn't mean he's good. Not every president's good, Aidan. I know you like the American one, but not every president's amazing. Yeah, so Aidan's a big Trump supporter for anyone who didn't know. So, number 9. Saint-Maximin? You want St. Maximin higher?
I love him, but I don't know if he's going to have the longevity that the others we've got.
The rest have, yeah.
So maybe just on
maybe
that.
Deeney, I wouldn't be offended at Deeney being number 9.
Yeah, I don't really like Deeney.
Oh yeah,
just purely for personal reasons.
Yeah, because of your dislike, I'm happy to put Deeney at 9. Number 8. Should we put Clark Carlisle at number 8?
Yeah.
Clark Carlisle, obviously, president of the PFA, done a lot to tackle alcoholism and depression in footballers, but on the pitch he didn't do much apart from on Aidan's FIFA games.
Yeah, he was purely in there just because he was really good on FIFA 11 or 12.
Number 7. So left to go on, we've got Ali Dyer, who I want quite high.
Yeah.
Troy Deeney. Oh no, not Troy. Scott Parker, Juan Mata, St. Maximin, Larson.
Maximin could come in here, I guess.
Who's that?
Maximin,
yeah. So Maximin at number 7. Obviously, could go higher depending on how he does the rest of his Premier League career. Number 6. I'm happy to put Juan here.
Yeah, I'd just say Juan.
Great player, great man, but not
Is
quite.
Is he a great player?
Is Juan? Are you taking the piss?
At Chelsea, he was.
Yeah, which was during the Premier League era.
Yeah, okay.
And
the whole of his Premier League career, I'm not sure.
Oh, he's a quality. Right. Juan Mata's number 1. Just to go change shit. Is Juan Mata a good footballer? BA is you. I'm
just picking you up as the whatever you want to call yourself.
Wound me right. I'm gonna hang up the call. Is Juan Mata a good footballer? So number 5. So left we've got Ali Dyer, Parker, Larson, Drogba. It's got to be Larson. Like I'm not having
Larson or Parker, I'd say.
Yeah, I'll go Larson 5 because it's purely a Villa thing. And then Scott Parker at number 4.
Yeah.
So we've got our top 3. Dyer, Drogba, Fellaini. So I know in my mind who I'd put at number 3.
I would say Fellaini at number 3.
Oh, I was going to say Drogba at number 3.
Okay. I'd accept that.
Yeah, Drogba at number 3, and then
it's Fellaini, I think.
Then Fellaini, and our greatest Premier
League footballer of all time.
He had one game for Southampton in 1996. It's Ali Dyer. Well done, Ali. We'll send you a reward in the post. So just to recap, the Never Drinking Again Premier League all-time top 10. Number 10, George Weah. Number 9, Troy Deeney. Number 8, Clark Carlisle. Number 7, Alan St. Maximin. Number 6, Juan Mata. Number 5, Martin Larsson. Number 4, Scott Parker. Number 3, Didier Drogba. Number 2, Marouane Fellaini. And number 1, Ali Dyer.
Jesus Christ. What a shit list.
We just need a keeper, and that's a good, strong 11.
That's the worst team I've ever heard.
I'll go in there. And then we'll... that team's winning the Premier League.
Yeah, Larson and Carlisle at the back.
Larson, Carlisle at the back. Fellaini, Parker, defensive mid. Then Mata. Yeah, we got a lot of strikers.
Yeah.
No, but you need goals win games, Aidan.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. No, so if we pick a goalkeeper, we've then got the Never Drinking Again 11 football team.
Fine. Okay. Who have we got in goal?
Who could we have? Who's Neville Southall? Do you know who he is?
I can picture him in my head. Has he got a moustache?
Yeah, we won't pick him then. Who's mental? Goalkeepers are normally a bit mad.
If he'd ever played in the Premier League, that Higuaita guy would be.
Oh yeah, René Higuaita never played in the Premier League. Well, we'll just have Higuaita. We can sign him.
Okay.
Yeah, René Higuaita.
He is the greatest goalkeeper I've ever seen.
So yeah, the Never Drinking Again team. Watch out for us. We're gonna storm the Football League. But on that note, we've talked for quite a while about football there because we're such big lads.
Have we?
Yeah, it's nearly 5 o'clock.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And I'm making a lovely Mexican feast for my family.
Oh, get out.
Oh, I literally am going to.
Oh, I'm Dan and I love my family.
I do. That was a good impression, by the way. But, yeah, so obviously everyone, thanks for listening.
If you did. I don't blame you if you didn't.
Yeah, I don't blame you. It's been very bad technically and content-wise as well.
Yeah.
If you listen, we pity you.
Next time, I'm thinking maybe we prepare in advance.
Well, I'm going to put this out there, Aidan. I think I tried to.
Okay.
I sent you a little episode plan.
Oh yeah, Dan has been sending me things that I've not been reading.
Yeah, you've been ignoring. And you've got no excuse. What else have you been doing? Fuck all.
I will have you know that I am very close to completing Pornhub.
Yeah. So
I'm going to have to discover a new fetish I didn't know I had.
You know, so when we were planning this, you said you wouldn't be ready till after 3.
Yeah.
Because that's when you wake up.
No, that's because I said, well, I normally go for a run and get back about 2ish. So they're just having lunch.
Oh, that's boring. I was hoping you were being a big lazy lump.
No, I've been getting up earlier than I do when I have work.
You bellend. Right. So
I felt
getting in shape. I'm going to see you after this, like in 3 months. You're going to be all hench.
Yeah.
It'll
take 1 week for the pubs being back open.
Oh yeah, just melt back into yourself.
All right, it's been a pleasure chatting to you, Dan.
Oh, and you, Aidan.
And to all you listeners out there worldwide.
We're going to have an episode where we drink together soon, so that'll be more fun.
Yes, yeah, I've ordered some beers though. I'm just waiting to arrive.
Yeah, I've got 36 beers.
So, yeah, if you enjoy listening to two snobs, wankers, whatever you want to call us, talk about beer, look out for that one.
But other than that, thank you for listening, and we'll have another episode out next week.
All right, see ya.
Me and Aidan need to talk to each other. Goodbye.
I'm never drinking again. It's no big loss. I'm never drinking again with Aidan Parent.